Good evening, guys. Good evening. This is Spirit Journey, and today is the last day of summer for 2018. I hope you guys had a great day. Yes, I'm in my room right now, well, in my living room, and I have my little doggie with me. Lily, yeah, she want to be by my mommy's side. And I just have this little flashlight on me. I wanted it dark in the room, but I see that you really can't see anything, without the little flashlight. Like some cameras, it's light sense, it can see well in the dark, but this iPhone doesn't. So yeah, I just wanted to relax. But yeah, I remembered I wanted to say a few things. Well, um, happy last day of summer, 2018, and I want to talk about different things. I want to talk about what I did today, but I also want to talk about, oh, let me put my phone down. Yeah, I also want to talk about some of the things I forgot to discuss yesterday. As you know, yesterday was the end of my 40-day fast from YouTube and the rest of the internet. And I mentioned a few things, but I realized there were some things I forgot. And I wanted to talk about, let's see here, I have my flashlight to read my notes. Um, let's see. Yeah, I wanted to talk about something that, like during the fasting, I did do some meditations. And, Lily, stop moving. Yeah, I'm sorry. She's moving the camera because she's looking me. I'm sorry, just trying to position it so I could. Um, Lily, you gotta stay quiet. Come on. No, no, you can't do that. No, you can't. No, let me put you down. I'm sorry, that's my flashlight. I apologize for that. I have to stop moving. Yeah. So what I wanted to talk about, yeah, I during my 40-day fasting from the internet, um, I did some meditation, and I had, let's see, I had like, as many of you know, like what I do when I wake up in the morning, let's say I was dreaming, and then I awaken from the dream, I keep my eyes closed, and a lot of times when that happens, I'm able to see something else. So like I'm completely conscious, and I see something. A lot of it could be something three-dimensional, like I'm actually there. So I wanted to mention about that and what it clicked in me. You know, um, I had a vision, closed-eye vision, upon awakening from sleeping. I was in a lobby, some type of lobby, and I'm actually looking down from above in the corner somewhere, and they're like these, like behind some type of plant. It's the plant has a long green leaves. I think they're some type of tropical plant. I know I've seen that type of plant before, and but for whatever reason, I'm actually behind this thing because I'm looking through it, and down below I see people. They look like, wear modern clothes. I think suits. I remember there was a lot of slacks, shoes, and I couldn't see their faces. But I'm up above. I'm maybe 20 feet up in the air, looking downward. And I remember there was a bright, hi, who's that? Yeah, what? Yeah, okay. Yes, welcome. How you doing? So what happened? I saw below there were people, and there was a carpet, and the carpet was a very deep golden. carpet, and it had swirly designs on it. And at one point, like with a lot of things that I see, um, it's a circular vision, like imagine like a telescope, and you just see a round portion of it, and everything outside of that circle is dark, out of focus. So within the circle is you see a very sharp, very clear detail of the floor. It looked like carpeting with this design. And the intensity of the gold floor, I remember. It was really nice. It only lasted for a few seconds, and I wasn't able to let it started fading out, and then I saw something again on it, and then that was it. I didn't see anything else. And there were other things that I saw uh, after that on other days. But what I wanted to focus on here was that I real I feel, and again, I would love your guy, you out there who's watching, what what your opinion might be on the matter. I think, and what came to me recently was that when we're in between states, from the dream world and our physical world here, I believe that possibly that thing that I see, when upon waking up, is something that's real, and I'm wondering whether if it's something that a parallel life, something that is existing that I'm actually at when when I'm in my sleep state. I also felt that, like, the last thing that I saw, or like that vision type thing, like again, I mentioned about the little circular vision, and everything outside of that circular is dark. This time, the circular vision was very small. It was only a very small portion that I could see. The diameter was smaller than usual. And that's what led me to think that someone is monitoring when we sleep. They don't want us to, sorry, I'm moving my camera. They don't want us to see. But I asked myself, well, why even allow me to see what I see? Well, maybe like because you're quickly going from the dream state into the awakening state, and that little portion in between I'm tapping into, but I'm not supposed to. So someone outside of me is uh, monitoring, but maybe they weren't fast enough for me to block it from me. And perhaps they're saying, like, okay, I wasn't quick enough, but I'm able to obscure it so you only see a portion. So it made me feel that there's something there's something to what's happening. What's allowing me to see the in between, and why is it that I'm not able to see the whole view? What's keeping me from seeing the the whole screen rather than just a small circular diameter of this vision? So it really wants me, it really is letting me think that, let me see, move this light switch. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah, this little flashlight that I have, it gets hot. It's first time I'm using it really. Yes, hello YouTube. Yes, I'm doing another live stream. I just want to catch up on some of the things I forgot to uh, post yesterday. But yeah, I think this is very important for all of us, that there's something to the dream state and something to the different dimensions or world. There's this physical world, the dream world, but that thing in between that I believe I'm tapping into, and somehow it's, for whatever reason, it's being obscured, and I want to find out what's behind that screen. What is the whole picture, and what is really reality? What is our reality? Okay, so that's what I really wanted to say. Let me see here. Um, yeah, so in a nutshell, I'm looking at my notes here, that there's a bridge. There's a bridge between the different worlds, and some people may be able to skillfully navigate between the two worlds, and I think I'd like to learn how to do that. I also, let's see, I want to also talk about something else for you veterans out there or people who know veterans. Um, tell them, tell the veteran, like when they use the VA service, sorry, when they use the VA service, tell them any visit that you go on to um, have them get a copy of the visit. So if they have labs, get a copy of it. And the reason for this is such. I mean, I need to look at it um, more in detail. I know what I saw. Um, I mean, I should get it out right now and maybe read it. But either way, now I'm a grown woman, and I'm not messing around with anybody. You know, I live a very modest, very um, very conservative lifestyle. And I don't know who ordered it. I have to look closely, but I saw something that um, about the, how do you call it, one of the labs, and they check for venereal disease. I said, who ordered that? So they're ordering things. And why? Why would you order something? The, the, these lab results I got were for, I had woke up in May. I had gotten dizzy, vertigo, and I had vertigo before. And, and that's about it. The vertigo, and they're testing for venereal disease. I couldn't believe it. So what I want to do is I'm going to look at it more carefully and try to find out who authorized that. And again, I do not have any venereal disease, but who ordered the test, and why would you order the test for someone um, to wake up with vertigo, dizziness in the head, okay? And I'm thinking because of race, um, definitely not my lifestyle. I want to find out why it was authorized to do such a test. And again, sometimes I guess what I'm getting at is people are, yes, hello, viewer. Yes, what I want to say is that people are, because what it looks like, because of what you are, or your race or your nationality. How you doing? I can't read your yeah, hello. Yes, how you doing? Yeah, I don't have my glasses right now on. Yes, it's I just have my little flashlight on so I could read my notes. But yeah, so welcome. Um, you have to be careful what people test you for, why they, what's going on, lady? Okay, I can't really read that. Yeah, everything is good. I'm just in my place. I wanted to turn off the lights when I did this live stream. Everything is good, good, good. But I see my iPhone cannot um, do the um, take clear pictures, videos at night. I thought it could. So I have my little flashlight, and I don't want to turn on the lamp. That's another story. But either way, I'm able to use the lamp to look at my notes that are on my lap. But yes, when you go to the medical, whether you're a veteran using the VA system or a private doctor, always get a copy of any test they give you. I learned also that, um, like, I went to a chiropractor and I brought the notes, the doctor's notes, to show him and X-rays, and my doctor didn't tell me about the test results. I maybe I should have read it more in detail, but I felt that when I get to the chiropractor, whatever, and my doctor just said, oh, everything is okay, just minor deterioration. You know, they say, look, your age and everything, so of course it's not going to be as pristine, but everything is good. So I didn't argue with it, but some things they should have told me, and they held it from me. So it seems like with the VA and maybe other doctors, they really don't want you to know your body. And I think in the future, I made an appointment with my primary care physician just for a regular annual for next month. I'm going to have her go over tell her what's going on, that they're not telling you, they held back certain information. I like people to tell me what's going on, good or bad, I'm a big girl. So I think it's important for all of you that whenever you go to any health practitioner, get copies of it, and then make an appointment for them to go over line by line what it means. So it's a matter, it helps you become your doctor too. Because they might just say, oh, it's okay, but for you it's not okay, and you can monitor certain things, okay? The other thing I wanted to say, during my 40-day fasting from the internet, I just minorly, I had to look up something on my phone, and I did watch a movie with a family member. But outside of that, I was pretty, I didn't just, I stayed away from the internet. It's just what I wanted to do. Um, so let's see. Oh, I'm sorry, I can't read your notes. I have to get my glasses to read your notes, but so I apologize that I can't respond to you all. But um, during the 40-day detox, as I call it, from the internet, I took time going to nature parks, walked my dogs and everything, and I did some meditation, and I read books. I was reading books. I didn't read as much as I wanted to, but I did read, and I want to continue reading. So I also decided, at least for now, I if I do YouTube, if I upload, I think for now I'll do the live streaming like what I'm doing now. So that way I don't have to edit anything, and I have a problem looking on the monitor, my big screen. I usually look at it with my head propped up, and it causes pain in the back of my neck. So this, I have my little device, my iPhone, uh, uploading this, and so I can look downward. So it's helping my neck. Yeah, when you're in pain, sorry, I gotta sit back. When you're in pain, you want relief. So I think for now, when I do a YouTube, I'll do it live, so I don't have to edit and strain my neck. Okay, but during that time, I started thinking I want to try to go what they call off the grid. I want to go. I I I want to limit my usage of electricity, um, my appliances. I see that I'm very, very dependent on these devices, and I think it was affecting, the, what do you call it, the electromagnetic exposure and the blue light with the monitor. It affects your body, and so I want to avoid that. So it made me aware of what I was doing and my lifestyle. And so I decided this. I said, I want to go more natural. I've been vegetarian now for this 40-day plus. This is day 42. And so I've been a vegetarian. I do consume dairy and eggs, and that's okay for me for now. And I'm happy about it. I want to try to promote um, a healthful lifestyle choice. I'm sorry, moving this. Yeah, I want to try to live a healthful life. And so I decided also, I'm more aware now about what I sleep on. I'm sleeping on a foam mattress, and then I recently added what's called memory foam. Yeah, memory foam. And my back has been, sleeping on my side, it's been hurting me. So I want to try to get like a mat, um, that is just like one piece, just something solid, like all cotton, stuffed cotton or something like that, a mat without coils, whatever. So it reminded me of what they call a futon mattress, a futon. I used to have one before years ago, and so I'm thinking that um, to get a futon mattress, I went to with a family member of mine. I went to take a look at some of the mattresses, and I found one that I thought was very nice. It's about 6 inches thick, and it was the one I actually uh, tried was all organic. Well, that is very pricey. So I think what I'll do, they have what they call green mattress. It's not organic, but it's natural fibers. Um, it's still all, okay, they use latex, um, plant-based latex, um, wool and cotton. And it's just one piece. Okay, the latex is in the center, and then it's housed within um, the cotton and wool blend. And it felt comfortable. So I'm going to try the other location. They have this other model. That one actually had the other model that I didn't see has the springs. So I think for comparison, I will try the other one. It's in another location. I may try that tomorrow, okay? Um, so what else here? Yeah, so those three things that I mentioned is what I forgot to mention yesterday, okay? But as for today, what I did, well, I did go with a family member. We ate out, and we did go to the futon store. But what I wanted to do, I wanted to really give my thanks. I enjoy this particular family member, and we get a chance to talk. And I got to meet one of his coworkers, and what I learned from him is that sometimes, like, you ever think that you wish you were a particular occupation? Yes, hello viewer. Yes, have you ever, when you're growing up, I'm middle age, but when I was just starting out, I was very influenced by media. I was raised on television, and I'm sorry, I was raised on television, and I felt very unrealistic. I believed everything, basically what I saw, and I've mentioned that before. But upon seeing my family member and his coworker, they work for transit, and they were just regular, workers. They're not glamorous. They're just, you know, people working, wearing the uniform to work. And I said, here, my growing up, I always wanted, early on, I always wanted something polished looking, something very up there. And I couldn't handle it. And I see that here, this family member, He's been at his job for over 20 plus years. I think, let's see, yeah, over 20 years, and maybe close to 30 even. And he still has a job. He'll be able to retire in 3 years. And so I see that I was trying to get something so-called prestigious, something so-called glamorous. I've been in occupations that were considered glamorous or prestigious, but I couldn't handle the work. It was something that was very, you have to have a certain mindset. It's anyone could desire anything, but are you cut out for certain occupations? There's a mindset for every occupation, whether you're a doctor, a teacher, a lawyer, a janitor, a baker. There's a mindset, it's something. Are you able to do it? And so even though I thought I wanted this particular lifestyle, I couldn't handle it. And I fell out of the industry. I tried many, many different occupations. So why I'm sharing this with you right now is this, that you have people who may aspire things that they're not meant to be in. It's not that it's a bad occupation, but it's not for you. And it's wasting time. So the earlier you guys are able to discover who you really are and what your calling is, it's that much sooner that you can reach it. And some things that, not everything that shines is gold. You have a lot of false gold. And I lived in an illusion of things that were gold. And I see now that it it just it had no substance to it, and it held me back. And so you have people who weren't aspiring anything glamorous, but they're happy. They're happy at what they do. They have families. They have houses. They have a house that they live in. They have co-workers that they can talk to and everything. So sometimes a modest life, an unglamorous life could be a real blessing. So whatever what your niche in life is, seek that. Seek what you are made to do. You'll save so much time and money. And so watching this family member and watching him interact with his co-worker, it was such a blessing. It was like, wow, he's happy at what he does. It's not a glamour job at all, but it's a job, and it's an honest job, and it's a job that you can, you know, show your children. Say, hey, I do this for a living, and I'm good at what I do. It's not glamorous, but it's necessary. And so that's what I want to share with you guys, that any of you who's watching, that to realize that the real glamour is within. The real glamour is accepting yourself, and that not to think so highly of yourself, that sometimes people think, oh, I'm Mr. or Mrs. Important. We're all important, and we all have our purpose in life, and we all need to respect everybody's abilities. So some of us are made for common use, and some of us are made for special occasions. But when you need either one, that it's available, and that's all I'm saying. And so it was a good lesson and reminder, so that if any of you have young children or young nieces or nephews or young grandchildren, to tell them, hey, don't aspire to what you think you'll be good at, what you'll be comfortable, but not everything is meant for everybody to be in. Because, so like for example, let's say the actress Meghan Markle, who married Prince Harry a couple of months ago. Now, okay, she did work for Hollywood, but now she's in a different role. And there are many people in Britain who would have loved to marry Prince Harry, but she married him. But is it all what it's cracked out to be? Is she happy? Not everything has to, we're not to do things just because of the glamour or the money or the show. Are you going to be happy? Is her health? How's her health? Is she allowed to visit family? You know, so if it's not going to benefit you, if it's not going to make you happy, get out. So that's my message there. Okay, let me see what else. I let's see. Yeah, I when I went out today, after I walked my family member to meet his coworker to go to work, I had my little dogs with me, and you know what I found out? To, yeah, today is the last day of summer, and so I want to also give my thanks that basically I had a pretty good summer. I went out a lot. I went to the park, and I want to thank that it was a safe summer. Um, and that it's a last of a season for the year. And now we're entering tomorrow fall, and I actually love the fall weather. Fall for me is a time of real beauty, of peace. I love the Halloween season. I like the colors of fall. I love the deep olive greens, the reddish orange colors. I love all that. It's a time of reflecting. It's a time for me of being comfortable, of being me, being relaxed with my body, being relaxed with my home and everything. So when I went to bring my brother, yes, how you doing? Yes, so when went with my family member, um, and I brought my dogs. After I dropped them off, I went to the park, and in the park they were doing yoga. They supplied the yoga mats. This was Bryant Park. It's right next to the library, the main library, and it was really nice. And I said, this is beautiful that they're all doing this and they're all in unison. They're doing something collective. And I think I would like to do more of that. I want to do more of doing things with people. I enjoy watching, being a people watcher, but I think I also want to be more uh, participant of something. And so watching them do the yoga, it's the last class for the year, for the season. Yeah, they offer free classes at Bryant Park, and this was a yoga class. I didn't know about it, but I was just so happened to be there today because I had dropped my family member off, and I had my dogs, and I'm witnessing this hundreds of people doing yoga at the same time. It was beautiful. It was really nice. And then when I was coming home from the yoga exercise, watching them, again, I was really blessed with something. I met two people, two women. The first woman, she was walking with her daughter. The daughter might have been maybe 10 years old, something like that, and she wanted to pet my dogs. And the mother was saying, oh, she wants to be a veterinarian. And so I said, when we were leaving, I said, I hear you want to be a veterinarian. I said, I'm pretty sure you'll be a very good one, and I wish you the best. Something like that. I said, trying to, encourage her. But the mother had said to me, are these your dogs, or are you just walking them? So I said, oh well, these are my dogs. So she says, yes, hello, viewer. She said to me, she gave me a very, very good compliment. Um, and why I'm sharing this is because no matter how old you are or how young you are, we all need to be encouraged. And when she said to me, she says, if these being your dogs, I can tell that um, you have a good heart because I can see that the dogs are really happy and blah blah blah. She's something like that, and it really touched my heart when she said that. I, I, she meant it, and then we were walking a little further up, and then I bump into someone else, another woman. She was walking her dog. She had one dog, and I had my three. And the lady said, we were talking about little things, and she said at one point, she says, wouldn't it be nice, oh, if we could, we had a house and, a yard and the dogs could run around. I said, oh, yeah, that would be, boy, wouldn't that be great? And then she said to me, for us to be grateful for what we have, and, she likes to go to the pier and, just just relax and everything. But she said when she was saying goodbye, uh, she said, "Oh, something like you have a good day. You're a good soul, something like that." And again, um, it really encouraged me. For someone to say that I have a good soul. It's not it. She seemed like a person. She was very laid back, very earthy looking, at peace. And it's not like something she says like to everybody. And but again, it encouraged me. So I'm sharing those last two things about the two ladies is that we're all human beings, and we all, as human beings, interact with others. And I know for me, I would like to do more interacting with us, others. And as human beings, we never stop needing to hear an honest, um, unsolicited um, compliment. And a compliment that is based on something internal, an inequality. It really encouraged me. So I encourage you, people who are watching, to remember that we all need encouragement and to give encouragement to others that you meet. We all are affected by one another. And the times of today is very challenging for many of us. And to give an honest compliment or encouragement to a person, young or old, do it because it might save somebody's life. It might encourage them to do above and beyond, and it feels good. And I feel that when you do something good for others, it will come back to you and you'll be blessed with it. So that's what I wanted to say regarding that. So encourage each other. Oh, there's one other thing that I wanted to say. I think like before I started doing the 40-day fast, um, I was under a lot of stress. It, sorry, it made me feel, life, it was getting me feeling edgy. I was feeling very negative, and I said to myself, I felt like I was becoming angry and biased against certain people. And it's not really my nature. And so I'm happy that I have a family member who addressed the issue, and like I would say something, and he would remind me and correct me. I say, thank you for correcting me. And because I don't want to be negative or biased against any individual or group. Um, so when I was watching, today, him and his coworker, I saw that like a genuine, an openness. And I think that when I was growing up in the world, I had friends and acquaintances from all over the world, all different types of people. And I think the climate in New York City, that's where I currently live, that people are becoming what they call polarized, that people are going against other groups based on, could be race, religion, nationality, things like that. And it started to affect me in a negative way. So when I was seeing my family member and the coworker, they're from two different nationalities and races, um, it encouraged me. And that, yes, we can have, so, some friends are genuine, regardless of their race or nationality or religion. So ultimately, we are really one at heart if we choose to be. So life is a choice. Do you choose to be angry and resentful and prejudiced, or are you someone who is open and encouraging to other groups that are different than us? Because one day you may be the only one of your group and you're at other people's mercy. So I think it's good, not just because of that, but it's good to be open to all types of people, and to be able to learn from all different types of people. So I felt that was necessary to share. You know, my seeing what I saw today, it was nice to see someone, that you could be from a different group and you can share happiness with that other person, you know. So that's all that I really want to share right now. I just wanted to, finish the talk that I meant to include in yesterday's live stream, and so I think I pretty much said what I needed to say, and it is good to be back. But I see that let's see what I want to do. Tomorrow, I'm not sure what I'll do. I can go bicycling. I could check out other things like, that other futon store. I don't know. But for fall, it'd be the first day of fall. I know I want to do something special. So guys, what do you want to do for the first day of fall? Any suggestions out there? Any of you have a suggestion what I or you can do for the first day of fall? Well, you can share it, and who knows? So I know I want to keep it sweet. I know I want to be in nature tomorrow, and I want to do something with my dogs. So I'll have to think about it. But whatever what you do for the first day of fall, may it be a blessing to you. May you be safe and keep on trucking, okay? So I thank you guys for watching this live stream. And again, I think for now, with my YouTube channel, um, it'll just be spontaneous. I think I'll keep the live stream so I don't have to do the editing and things like that. And I don't think I'm going to use my little flashlight like this what I'm doing now. I'll do it in a nice lamp or something. But this is just a really impromptu video. So again, I thank you, my viewers out there. May you be at peace and be safe and have a wonderful last day of summer and first day of fall 2018. Okay? Take care, guys. Bye bye.